Bond Street has been famed for its fashion retailers since the 18th century, and it's home to many renowned labels.
Shopping for a suit on New Bond Street is a privilege on any occasion, but especially if it's at one of the world's most popular menswear brands, and the suit is made to measure.
Nico made a beeline for the new Zegna Global Store. A byword for excellence in the luxury fashion industry, this Italian brand was established in 1910 by entrepreneur Ermenegildo Zegna. Over a century later, superbly tailored men's clothing is still very much in fashion, and a handcrafted suit represents a timeless style.
I'm so excited to be here. I've never had the experience of a su-misura. Is that how you say it?
Yes, indeed. Su-misura, which means made to measure in Italian.
Made to measure. Well, this is my first made to measure experience. How does it all work? Take me through it.
What you're going to do is find a type of fabric which will suit you for your own needs, a fabric which wears well, which preserves the shape nicely. Once we finalize the fabric, we can put it together with a nice model to go with. We can do either double-breasted, single-breasted, either 2-button, 1-button, and we can combine it with a very nice lining. We can make it really personalized for you. So obviously we'll be able to take your measurements. We're going to use a template, which you're going to put on, and I'll be measuring you up. Your specific anatomical measurements apply to it. So there is going to be only one, there won't be any others. Exclusively made for you. There will be your name and surname written inside the label, and the date when it was made.
Tailoring takes 3 to 4 weeks, but you don't want to rush a level of craftsmanship perfected over a century.
Well done.
Oh, done.
The opening that night had all the buzz of a Hollywood premiere.
It's no surprise that everyone who's anyone in the menswear fashion business has turned out for the Bond Street flagship opening of the store. There are dancing feet in the windows, and I can't wait to get inside and see what's going on. Come on!
The store carries the brand's entire offering. It's a family history told in wool, leather, and superb accessories. One that began generations ago with wool looms in the Italian Alps. It's still managed by family today.
Anna, creating a store that embodies this world-renowned brand is no easy task, yet you've done an incredible job. What was the inspiration behind this design concept?
The inspiration was to create a special environment for our customer who loves quality, who loves all the story of Zegna. So we wanted to bring him in an environment where he would feel at home whilst browsing throughout the different collection and getting to know the brand by experiencing the beauty, the craftsmanship, the style and the quality.
I must say, I feel like I'm standing in Italy itself.
We are in Italy, actually, because it's like one of our homes. And the fact that we are surrounded by so much product and so many Italian people as well makes the experience for the customer really quite unique.
You have that lovely William Kentridge tapestry, which is a uniquely South African piece, and yet it's a depiction of Ermenegildo Zegna himself. What was the inspiration behind that commission?
We always love the work of William, which is like freezing a moment in life. And through this tapestry, he really has put together all the elements of our history. So not only my grandfather, but in a way, through his attitude, he introduces the story of textile, Italy in the background, and the writing in all his little notebooks, where he actually held all the history of the company.
Now run by a 4th generation, the current CEO even shares the same name as the company founder.
The unique textiles, the design, the style of your brand sets it apart. But is there a philosophy behind your brand as well?
The principle of this verticalized chain, controlling all the processes, is key. Starting with textile, because I think that we are the only men's brand that creates its own textile. So limited edition, exclusive, innovation in pattern and colors, and I think that's a way to stay ahead. Textile stays for men's fashion what an engine stays for a car.
The good news for South Africans is that you are planning expansion into the country and a broader range as well.
South Africa, it's a good land for us, and there is a linkage, tradition, fashion, art, that go together very well. So we believe in your country. We hope in the future to have a second store, in Cape Town after Johannesburg, and I think that it's a nice way to move forward.
Among the guests was the man who has partnered with a fashion house to bring it to South Africa, Abdurrahman Musa.
Abdur, what do you think of the new store?
Store is lovely. Cocktail function went off splendidly. A wonderful turnout. New Bond Street, London, so amongst London's elite and creme de la creme and creative folk. And it's wonderful to see that the store has come out remarkably.
It's a proud export for Italy, and Cristina Manfredi of Vanity Fair Italia was in London to toast the success.
Their idea was to bring that feel of Italy and that family history into this place. Do you think they've achieved that?
What I really think it's really attracting about Zegna right now is that it's reinventing itself again. It's really turning into a new idea of menswear, connected with bespoke, connected with this inclusive idea, which is really relevant right now in fashion culture, but made in a way which is truthful to what they are.
I think it's very classic, but you can tell like it's something very luxurious as well, and it's something that every man should wear.
Inside, the store expresses the very spirit, look and feel of Italy, but in the heart of the oh-so-English marble and red brick buildings of New Bond Street.